needed any more proof that Marvel's woke ideological approach with their MCU is literally causing them to implode on themselves. Well, here's that information you've been looking for. It comes from Cosmic Book News. Woke Marvel Star Wars huge Disney bus confirms merchandise sales. Now, a lot of these franchises and things, a lot of these things like Marvel and Disney and Star Wars and things, make their money not just from their movies and comic books, but mostly from also their toy sales. But let's go through this article and see exactly what is being said about how this whole woke culture nonsense is seriously affecting the Marvel bottom line. Kevin Feige's woke Marvel approach is not only failing at the box office and on Disney Plus, oh yeah, but with merchandise as well. Let's go through here and see how we get to this. Right. Regarding Marvel being woke, it really all started with Captain Marvel. Made its way into the Avengers Endgame, then blew up with Kevin Feige's Phase 4 approach. Yeah, because Phase 4 has been a complete and utter disaster. Total disaster. Black Widow is a feminist Me Too movie where, among other things, fan favorite villain Taskmaster is replaced by a female character. That was a terrible movie. The movie was already terrible, but replacing Taskmaster with a female, that was just ridiculous. Why not create new ones? You could have just created a new villain or just stuck with who Taskmaster was, but no, you just wanted to push female empowerment. Like, this is a feminist Me Too movement, and that's why the movie sucked. And it's the worst performing Marvel movie at the box office. This movie was so terrible. I didn't want to watch it in cinema because at the time had the COVID lockdown, so I can't think, but it was a terrible movie. I saw it and I could tell you it was a horrendous movie. Shang-Chi isn't all that bad, but it has been rejected by the Asian audience, where I believe they feel the movie is insulting, as Shang-Chi has the lowest box office in South Korea among any of the Phase 4 films by nearly 50%. I thought Shang-Chi was boring, and I think what they did changes that they made didn't help the story at all. They tried some of that human nonsense that they're known for, but that didn't work at all. I think again, had they stuck with the original who Shang-Chi was from the comics and kind of worked on that, it would have made a much better story. But I thought it was just boring and uninteresting after all. Eternals was, oh god, Eternals was a mess. Eternals is a gender swap mess, yep. And the insider reveals is the worst selling of the new Marvel merchandise. Yeah, but Eternals was a terrible movie. And yet you had some of these people come out and say that, it was a great movie. And the movie was terrible. Everybody who seen it agrees it was terrible. I did a video on how terrible it is, and somebody actually contacted me and said that, they watched the movie a day before they saw my review, and they said and they said to me that had they watched my review, they would have never put themselves through that hell. I tell you, it was terrible. Doctor Strange 2 got rid of its director and has been completely changed for Scarlet Witch and America Chavez. Yeah, that Doctor Strange was basically nobody could stop Wonder, and that was it. Do I really need to explain Thor Love and Thunder? Crap. Explanation done. On the Disney Plus side, Kevin Feige confirmed Doctor Strange wasn't allowed in WandaVision because he is a white male character. You wonder why Phase 4 is a mess. Loki is replaced by Sylvie. Couldn't care less about that. That went wrong. Falcon replaces Captain America. Terrible decision. Where the insider reveals Falcon as Falcon actually outsells Falcon as Captain America. Yeah, because people like Falcon. This whole Falcon as Captain America thing is ridiculous. Hawkeye is replaced by Kate Bishop. Another terrible move. I don't have anything to say about Moon Knight, but I saw it and Moon Knight wasn't good. Anything about Moon Knight wasn't good. Everything has been changed about Kamala Khan in Miss Marvel. Another terrible series that they didn't do justice to be the MCU's first mutant. Yeah, that can't possibly blow up in your face. She-Hulk is woke, beyond woke, and has been rejected by fans completely changes the origin of the character. So a man doesn't save a female, and the show probably has the worst writing and special effects of anything from Marvel in the past 20 years. Yeah, but according to them, you cannot dislike the show. If you dislike She-Hulk, you're a sexist, misogynist bastard. So typically what happens is that characters and stories are changed to fulfill a set agenda, which sees said characters and stories sacrificed in order for that said agenda to fit, where the new character makes the original look bad. Example, Rey and Luke. That's woke. Or did I mention Marvel's woke producer said that X-Men is outdated simply because it contains the word men? Yeah, remember that she was saying how why are they calling it X-Men? Yeah, women inside of it. You think it's Victoria Alonso. You, God, she needed to shut up. Such a ridiculous thing. Now, in regards to what is happening with Disney and all their stuff, Disney's attempting to hide what they're doing here. Right. What following putting on the deadline of Star Wars merchandise every year since the release of Last Jedi, Disney actually changed how it reports merchandise in its quarterly investor reports, as the company now combines the consumer products division with its park division. What this does is hides the losses from merchandise and makes it appear as if both divisions are successful. And what is really going on is that the success of the parks division offsets the low revenue of the consumer products division. So yeah, the consumer products division, they hide it with the parks and experiences to make it look like it's some big figure, when in fact it isn't. When you look at the consumer products here, it's like 2%. DC is making a lot of money from their parks and recreation because they're making about, making thousands of dollars. They even sent up the price of admission, so they're making money. But when it comes to their merchandise, consumer products, nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying that at all. So what is going on? Well, if fans aren't buying it, it means they don't like it. Earlier also reported that Marvel has been failing to deliver for Disney Plus, as a report from Business Insider, which followed Disney stock dropping significantly, stated that the Marvel shows on Disney Plus are only catering to existing fans and not bringing in any new subscribers. They're not even consistent not even catering to existing fans. I don't know what in God's name they're doing. It is said that while Marvel has massive success with existing subscribers, the shows haven't gone far in attracting new fans and growing the subscriber base. I think most people watch it just because it have the Marvel and MCU name in it. Apart from that, they don't care. Evidence Marvel isn't doing anything for Disney Plus comes from the ratings for its two most recent shows, Miss Marvel and She-Hulk, which are pretty much in the gutter, especially Miss Marvel, as they are the lowest viewed for Marvel on Disney Plus. I stated that quite clearly. This is what's happening. More of the same comes from Wall Street and analysts who have stated they are skeptical of the Disney Plus streaming service and its Marvel and Star Wars brand ability to bring in new subscribers. Yeah, it's not going to do that at all. This is here from Angelina Jolie in Eternals. That couldn't stop at all. Now, of course, with the Marvel shows and movies not being successful, that is going to trickle down to merchandise sales. A Toy Insider blows the door off of merchandise in a report from that Park Place, where Insider reveals only Spider-Man merchandise is really selling. That Captain America and Iron Man are big sellers, and that none of the Phase 4 stuff from Kevin Feige is selling. None of it. Get this, it is even reported that Disney and Marvel mandate what sells, as they mandate female representation. But the problem is none of the female representation is selling. So it cuts into the profit of what does sell. Again, that being Spider-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man. And to a lesser extent, but larger than the female characters, Thor and Hulk. So Disney and Marvel know the female characters don't make money, and they mandate retailers to sell them anyway, all at the cost of revenue and profit for themselves and the retailers. That's woke. Now, female merchandise, female action figures do sell on them. Now, if you look at it, the market for these things are for boys, right? Children of boys of a certain age. Let me say between 7 to maybe 7 to maybe 12, 13, these kind of things like that. They buy these things and they want Spider-Man, they want Captain America, they want Iron Man. That's what they want, right? Collectors, hardcore collectors will also buy these things, and they will buy some female characters. They will buy like maybe a Psylocke, Storm, Rogue, basically X-Men characters. But when you put out characters like Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk from the Disney Plus series, nobody's going to buy them things because these characters are not popular and people are not interested in them. Todd McFarlane said a few months ago, I did a video on it about toy sales. He talked about how toy sales are dwindling because boys don't want to play with these characters. You see, I said it before, there's a difference between the way boys play and the way girls play, right? I have a sister, she played with dollies and, tea sets and all that kind of thing. Nobody had to tell her that. She just instinctively liked this stuff and that's what she played with. I had action figures and I had like trucks and all kind of things and one than the other, because when you're playing with these things as a young boy, you want to be this superhero. You want to be this person. You want to be this. That's what you want. But nobody wants to be these phase 4 horrible rejects that you're doing. When you keep pushing this female representation on characters that nobody likes, you're going to suffer. I mean, look at another character here. We have Reaver. When Reaver's lightsaber went out for pre-order, it couldn't even get half the allotted backers. They cancelled it. Because Reaver was a horrible character in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Nobody liked her. And they came out and they claimed racism, all they wanted, but nobody liked Reaver. It's a terrible character. Even the shield sites had to admit she was a terrible character. I reviewed every episode and that's what I said, it's like terrible character, and then they end up coming out to agree with me. So these toy sales, again talking about Star Wars merchandise, fans didn't back the Moses Ingram Inquisitor lightsaber at Hasbro. Yeah, furthermore, just I've reported in the past on how there are no new Star Wars movies being made due to the reception to The Last Jedi. No new Star Wars movies in theaters hurting the brand as well. And people are not interested in buying it. You have Ms. Marvel here, that's not selling. The merchandise is down 50%. Spider-Man Cap and Iron Man are holding everything together at this point. Eternals was the worst across the board. But the general statement is female heroes do not sell merchandise. People want characters that they like and you're not giving them that. And that's the bottom line of what you're doing to destroy it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.